Carolina and Wagner meet for the first ever time today here to start off 2024. And partner, there are a bunch of new faces in town.
Every single guy in that locker room knew that we had a really good chance of making it to Oman, competing for a national championship.
I felt like this team from the beginning felt like they were better than what people were saying they were. This team understood the tradition that Carolina baseball has, but it was clear to me that this group wanted to win.
You shouldn't expect to sweep every single series in the ACC. It's a good conference, but that was just the standard we had, and that's what we expected. You know, it's not a normal mindset, but it's a mindset you have to have if you want to have a season like we had.
When I showed up in the fall, I kind of thought like, oh, maybe like every Power 5 team is like this. But I think this was one of the most close groups I've ever been around in regards to anything.
Chemistry, I would say more the togetherness, that's the word we use, and unity. I felt like that's a credit to a lot of our returners that have been in the program to understand what our culture is, what our standards are, helping the new guys, you know, understand that.
We had a really old team, and being one of the few younger guys on that team, I knew that I was going to have to step up and really earn a lot of trust and play a role. Obviously those first few weeks, like we were still getting to know each other, but we clicked really, really fast. And our upperclassmen, they took us under their wings, and we got acclimated really, really fast. And I mean, we're a really tight group.
No, I've never been a part of a team that went 37-3 at home. Being at home at the Bosch there's just such a comfort here.
Like the saying is, the Bosch magic. We definitely felt it. Like we had the fans on our side, we expected to win, and I mean, I have to give it all to the fan base. I mean, we have some of the best fans in the country. Playing in front of the crowds we did this year was phenomenal.
It was unbelievable. I've been in the stands my freshman year to watch it, but I've never been on a field playing in front of that, and I didn't realize how much of a difference maker it was. You know, it was a big part of why we did what we did at home.
It was unbelievable, feeling how much people wanted us to win and how much people wanted to see us succeed.
I was more excited for our players that people recognize, hey, this is awesome. I know since I've been involved with UNC baseball, it's hard to beat us here. This year I felt like our crowd also recognized that, and more people started showing up. More people started being loud. We actually created some type of home field advantage, and you need that because when we go on the road, everybody hates North Carolina.
And that is your ball game. The Hurricanes win 14-1, a great start to the weekend against Carolina.
Miami wins 2-1. There's an eruption of Miami joy.
One of three things happens on Sunday. You have a chance to sweep, you have a chance to win the series, or you're trying like crazy to not get swept.
Getting killed by Miami the first game was, you know, something we needed. Just be like, all right, like we got to go now, and we know we can do it. So showing that we had it in the tank on Sunday was all we needed to kind of kickstart us and, you know, send us through the year.
Shea Sprague strikes out the side.
I think it was Miami when I really got all my confidence back and not like trying to prove myself to anyone.
I feel like Shea Sprague set the tone completely that game. Our hitters settled in. That is definitely a game that sticks out to me like, okay, if we lose that game, where are we the next week? But our guys found a way to win that game, and I thought that was some big-time momentum for us.
Two strike pitches tonight, and he swings and skies one. Did he go again? He did!
Preseason #1, highly respected. We wanted to go into their house and play the baseball that we played. The offense we have and what our pitchers did on the mound and how we play as a team and what we're capable of. Wake Forest was a perfect example.
I think we proved it to ourselves that weekend that, man, if we can go into Wake and beat a team like that, an outstanding ball club, we can beat anybody, anywhere.
Being able to win games on the road is big, and then doing against, you know, one of the best in the country is also massive.
There was a little bit of chip on that shoulder, like, hey, you know, we're North Carolina, and we expect to win when we play. But obviously, when somebody says that somebody's better than you, there's even extra motivation there, and our guys felt like we were as good as anybody in the country.
Welcome to postseason college baseball here in Chapel Hill. There's March Madness and there's May Madness. This one might be crazier. The 0-1. And Gallagher tees off. It's a high drive deep into the Chapel Hill Knight. We'll walk off a grand slam and we'll play tomorrow night against LSU. Carolina wins. That's what I'm talking about right there.
It's crazy how like you can go from like kind of on your heels a little bit, being on the bench, and then 2 pitches later, you're like, this is over.
I remember after the game, you felt like you were hit by a truck because of how many emotions you had during that game.
We were excited that we won. We had another chance to play together. We knew that every game mattered and we wanted to play as many games as we could with this team together. So when he hit that, we were just excited to continue to advance and move on and be put in another situation to win another game.
I tell our guys, this is why you came to North Carolina. That's what I told them. You want it. Don't look at it as pressure. Look at it as, hey, I want to be in that situation. And we try to say, instead of pressure, it's a pleasure to be in the box.
I wouldn't have it any other way. It was a great start to the tournament.
The Omaha Dog Paws are obviously, so very exciting. I mean, I've won championships in my life playing baseball, but nothing like that. Coach Forbes said there's never a bad day in Omaha, and that's completely true. Whether we're playing, watching games, going to the store to shop, you always have a smile on your face, and it was better than expected.
It looks a lot different and feels a lot different than it does on TV. It was incredible. Being in Omaha was just a dream come true, and I was so thankful to be a part of it.
Being able to play every single game in Omaha with that team, that was something, it's something I'll never forget.
Your younger guys getting a taste of Omaha is massive because they know what it feels like, and then they can get the next group of guys that come in back to Omaha. It just creates a chain to where the program's building momentum, and taking that first step and getting back to Omaha for the first time is really big in making it the standard.
Getting back this year really puts us back where we need to be, and next thing we got to get is that national championship. My favorite part about the entire college baseball experience is just being around the guys and the incredible people you meet. So that would definitely be the thing I look forward to the most next year.
Everybody that's involved in the program talks about it and talks about, hey, this is special, this is an awesome place, how do we get back? Because what people don't understand, it is hard. But once you get there, it's easier, in my opinion, to get back there.
It's not how we wanted it to finish, but we'll be back.